guys. Okay, hopping on real quick to talk about taxes. And specifically, if you have not yet started freelancing, or if you are in the process of getting ready to freelance, getting ready to start landing clients, and it's freaking you out, the idea of taxes is freaking you out, or if you're considering getting into copywriting, but the idea of paying taxes is freaking you out, this is for you. If you're already freelancing, just a nice little reminder to always go back and check, make sure your taxes are in the row, or all your tax ducks are in a row. Tax ducks. Interesting. There's a business idea there, or at least a tagline. Okay, so one of the reasons that you should not be freaked out about taxes is because you're not going to end up paying. This is for US mostly. I know it can differ more overseas. When I'm talking about taxes, the vast majority of information I will have for you is from the US. But I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to go freelance because then I'm going to end up paying so much more taxes and da-da-da. No, you're not. You're already paying. If you're on staff at a company, you're already paying a ton of taxes, but they're being taken out before you get the actual paycheck. It's not like, ooh, all of a sudden you're going to be paying a phenomenal amount of taxes. No, I mean, you were already paying a phenomenal amount of taxes. It was just taken out before you actually saw your paycheck. When you're freelancing, you have to be the one to set that money aside, which again, not a big deal. You just set up a separate savings account and you take out a certain percentage. We recommend between 25 and 40. 25 and 40, because then if you set extra money aside, then guess what? You have money when you pay your taxes, and if it's not up to 40%, then you have extra money that you made yourself save. Awesome. But set that money aside, and then when it's time to pay your taxes, you take it out of that account and you're good to go. Remember too that there's steps. You can figure this out. It's not so incredibly complicated that it's absolutely prohibitively difficult and you'll never figure it out. You can figure it out. You know, if you want to do your own taxes, I think Quicken has a self-employed version, and TurboTax has a self-employed version, and whatever tax, they have self-employed version. So you can follow those steps. Or if even that freaks you out, then great. Hire an accountant or hire a bookkeeper or hire both or whatever. You're making more because you're freelancing. So yeah, you should then use that money to outsource the stuff that you like to do. That's one of the exciting things about making more money, is that you can then use the extra money to outsource the stuff that you don't want to do. And yes, that includes accounting. This has been me for a long time. I hate thinking about taxes. I hate it. I hate thinking about it. Pulling my tax, and now more than ever, it's super easy to pull my tax stuff together. But I even still hate like logging in and downloading this, the statement or whatever. But I do it because you have to. But I hate it, and hated it from the beginning. So that was one of the first things that I did, was I outsourced. I got an accountant. And then other things. You know what? I really hate cleaning my house. I don't mind straightening up, but I hate spending an entire weekend cleaning my house. So I outsourced to a home cleaner. And you know what? There's some days when I'm so busy that I don't have time to go to the grocery store. Or if I do, it's going to cut out of time where I've spent all day working hard. I want a little time off in the evening, and that does not involve going to the grocery store. So yeah, sometimes I do Instacart too. This is how you can start thinking when you start earning more money. Your time starts to become, I mean, it's always valuable, but your time is incredibly valuable, and when you're earning more, you can buy back some of that time. And so if doing your taxes, thinking about that kind of stuff makes you uncomfortable, great, good news. You're earning more, you can hire an accountant to take care of that for you. But my point is that taxes can be one of those things that new copywriters or people who are considering getting into copywriting and freelancing at it, obviously if you're on staff, they'll take care of it for you, but everybody should be freelancing just to keep yourself fresh as well. But taxes can be one of those things that we just think, oh no, it's going to be difficult, it's going to be so hard to figure out, and I'm going to end up paying so much more, and blah, blah, blah. No, it's figure-outable. It's very, very figure-outable. And again, you're not going to be paying a ton more. You're going to be paying roughly the same amount, except that you'll have deductions. And if any of that confuses you, if any of that makes you go, oh, you're making more money, hire an accountant. Outsource the stuff that you don't want to do. In fact, I would really encourage you to start thinking in those ways. You know, it's one of the trainings in our CCN Next Level mastermind, outsourcing to an assistant. And the more advanced you get in your business, and the more you think of yourself as a business owner, the more you have that opportunity to think about, okay, where can I spend a little bit of money to get a lot of time back? And sometimes that means I'm spending a little bit of money and I'm getting a ton of time back. Sometimes that means I'm spending a little bit of money and I'm getting peace of mind back. Sometimes that means I'm spending a little bit of money to get time back, and I'm going to use that time to do things that are going to earn me more money. These are the kinds of things that you want to start thinking, the kind of ways that you want to start thinking as you move from this, well, I'm going to try copywriting, into, okay, I own a business. This is what I do. So yes, my point is, if taxes are freaking you out, don't worry about it. Yes, you have to pay them, and yes, you should pay them, but pay your taxes. But they're not scary. They're not prohibitively difficult. They're not, and you're not paying so much more to be a freelancer than you are on staff. No, it's just they took it out before you got the check, and you're like, oh, look at all this money. You just have to handle that after you get the checks from your clients, and it's not difficult. I've been doing it for 20 years. It's not difficult. And again, you're making more money. Hire an accountant.